Okay, hello, this is Francesco Abbruzzino with the Venice Scoop. I'm introducing a new concept, and this video is basically for anybody that's interested in advertising on this new program. Basically, it's going to be an hour to 3 hours depending on how many call-ins I get and how much news primarily news that I'm covering. It's going to be local news, local, county, state, and then national. The concept is to open up the lines for calls. People can come back, call in, and debate the issues, and I can cut them off. I got a mixer. It is going to be live and unedited, just so you know it, and you're going to get some people that call on here that are a little crazy like they are on the Venice Scoop page. So, yeah, that's basically the concept. I'm going to show you the general flow and then what you can basically do with it so that you can try to visualize it. And let's go ahead and get started. I'll then end the video with more information. And then I always go to the sponsor before I start the show. This is Venice Print Center and their actual sponsor. I'm using this picture because they never sent me another one. I wish I had a better one. Another change I'm going to make is I have the web address on there. I'm going to put the phone numbers on there. I think we need to put the phone number on there. If you want the address, we can put the address on there too. You just got to communicate it to me. If you want to write in your promo, I could, put it right below there. And basically how I'll plug it is I'll come on and say, okay, let's go out and recognize our sponsor today. Without them, this show couldn't happen. Today it's Venice Print Center, and they are located at 6161 Tamiami Trail. Their number is 493-3434. And you can also visit them on VenicePrintCenter.com. Mention this Facebook advertisement, and they'll get you a great deal. Again, VenicePrintCenter.com. Check them out when you can. Then I'll flip back to here, and this is a be live show, and I'll start covering the news. Depending on how many sponsors I have and the length of the time, I'll be going back and forth to new ones. Like let's say I'm 10 minutes into it and I want to give myself a water break. I'll pop over here and we'll talk a little bit about Yard Corps Inc., which is another one of the sponsors. Like I said, I'll probably put their phone number on this one, and I'll say, hey, they're offering 1 month free on a 12-month agreement. YardCorpsInc.com. Give Adam a call at 488-8888. Then we'll pop back over to me. Now the other thing you can do is video commercials, and I think those ideally are the best. And basically you're paying the same amount of money to me as an advertiser. Do a 30 second spot, sort of like the Bill Buck Chevrolet commercial that I was in. I've put it on here before, and I'll just go to that and it'll play the commercial. I can help you videotape. I might charge you some money for that, but we can put something together where you can introduce yourself. I always think it's better to do a video presentation, especially on this thing. Why do you want a picture up there when you can get in front of the camera and say, hey, for Venice Print Center, hey, this is Lori and Randy, and we're locals. We grew up here in Venice. My parents graduated from here. We're all about the community and giving back, shop local, and do all that good stuff. That's a good idea. All right, and then basically we'll go into the ending once it ends, and it'll last an hour to 3 hours. It's going to be live at 5, and again, I put a lot of emphasis on live and unedited. In addition to getting time on here, I'm going to be pinning on the Facebook pages too. As you all know, I have a ton of Facebook pages that are focused on the Sarasota County area. So I'll pin them, and when I pin them, I'll pin them at the top, and they could be there for a certain amount of length of time. In the beginning, the fee structure is basically pretty flexible, and it's to your advantage because there's not a lot of caller-ins, and I don't really have anything set yet. As I go along, it may increase. I might sit there and say, okay, you can run a 30-second spot. It's X dollars. If you run a 15-second spot, it's going to be half that. If you just put a picture of me mentioning stuff, it's going to be a quarter of the full amount of a 30-second spot. I could also say, if you want to pin on the Facebook pages for 24 hours, it's going to be this. When you pin on that page, you can put your company name, your phone number, your promo, whatever you want. We don't want to inundate them too much, but we can put a lot of that information on there for you. One other thing, the call-ins. It's going to go a lot like this, and I'll do one so that you can get an idea of it. Let's see. We're going to call Francesca. She's my daughter. Now, you're not going to hear this ringing because we're going to be calling them, and I can do a talk over if I want so that it lowers it down. Hey, Frankie, what's for dinner tonight?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know what's for dinner? Okay, let me talk to you in a little bit, okay? All right, bye. And that's the basic concept, and I can keep them on hold. And again, I got the mixer here where I can cut them off right away if they start getting really belligerent, which I suspect some people will. So that's the gist of it. If this is something you're interested in pursuing, you can write me at FABBRUZZINO@yahoo.com. Call me 483-6633, or just send me an email on any of my Facebook pages. But that's basically it. Hopefully you will think that this concept has potential. It's something the South area doesn't have as a talk show. And when I do my talk show, it's going to be more of me saying, here's the subject matter. On some of them, I'm going to break down the pros and cons, and then we'll take calls. And as you know from Venice Scoop, everybody's got different ideas, different concepts, different thoughts on these things. I may hold back some of my opinion. I may give some of my opinion. We'll just play it by ear. Okay, for Francesco Abbruzzino, that's the Venice Scoop. Talk to you later.